interesting stories? Anything interesting happening whilst you're on set, or maybe off camera? Anyone particularly made you laugh? I mean, we've heard things before about you know, barbershop quartets made up from the cast and crew and singing between sets. And all things like that. I don't know, any interesting stories?
You know, it's a pretty, not that there's not fun on the set, but it's pretty much down to business, as most sets tend to be. You know, I would love to come up with some great story, you know, where something very funny happened. Usually the funniest things that happen are when the stunt guys start messing around and they hurt each other or something, you know. And then they carry
punching
it off.
each other on the face.
Or, you know, or they carry it off like, oh, that felt great, you know. And they wake up the next day with, you know, bandages and bruises, and they come in, they do it again. You know, those guys are just really kind of the heroes of a lot of these shows.
Yeah.
So how much of the stunts do you like to do yourself? As much as possible? Or?
When I was younger, a lot. As I've gotten older, I give it away to the stunt guys. They make us look better, you know. Ultimately, it's about what the end result is. And if a fight scene is going to take off because some guy can do a front flip and land on his back, or take a really punishing blow to the face, take it. You know.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah, amazing guys. So, talking about punches to the face, not really, but how was working with Kiefer?
It was great. I mean, I've been a fan of his since he came out in this film. I think it was in Canada, and the film was with his father, and he must have been 16 years old, and that was about the time I started acting, and I was like, I really like this actor. I'd love to work with him, and I kind of want a career like his, you know. So, you know, he's a complete professional, and he embodies Jack Bauer.
So is it true he's in character on set?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a professional. 100%.
And just sort of finishing things up, what is it you're expecting from the rest of season 9? What is it you're expecting from the rest of season 8?
Yeah.
What do you think might happen towards the end? Do you think it's going to be the last season?
You can never tell. Obviously, if they get 100 million viewers. A lot of that is up to, I'm sure, Kiefer and whether he feels like continuing. I think that this season is going to be a lot more exciting than perhaps the last one, just because of the whole Palestine interaction, which is very timely, you know. And so I think that this may be more of a timely aspect.
All right. So what does the future hold for yourself?
Well, I'm heading off to Sundance tomorrow morning, and I have a feature film in development right now, which I'm producing and starring in, and we're just in development right now. You know, it's a feature film about a pool hall prodigy, a hustling prodigy from New Orleans, and it's very similar to, that's the way I can describe it, is kind of like The Hustler meets Drugstore Cowboy.
Okay.
So it should be very exciting. We're looking forward to it.
Are you good at pool?
I am good at pool.
Are you actually really good at pool, are you?
I'm really good. No, I used to hustle.
I was going to say, if you ask someone if they're good at something and they say, yeah, I'm good, they're usually very, very good. Because most people are quite, you know, they don't want to really big themselves up, but if you've got reason to, then that's fair enough.
I think that I will definitely need a stunt double to perform some of the more extraordinary shots. But, you know, I can certainly make it look real. And some of this is kind of about my lifestyle that I lived when I first arrived in Los Angeles, trying to make it by on $100 a day. And
so you've written it as well?
I'm one of the co-creators of the story. A gentleman by the name of Christopher Lepkowski is the writer, and he won the Zoetrope Award for writing, and he's very talented. So we're excited, very excited about it.
Is this the first time you've produced something?
This is the first feature I've produced, yeah.
Right. Excellent.
Okay, final question. As a man who has, you know, been around a lot on film and TV, you know, your experience, you've been in the industry for years. I know you've studied over in the UK, Lambda. Is there anything from your short time on 24 that you've learned that you're going to take away that you can use? Any specifics, that something that might have stuck in your head? Yeah, I'm going to change the way I do that, or that's something I can build upon in the future.
Yeah, I think because of how prepared everybody is, you really need to learn and to know how to trust your instincts and not rely on other people to help you out. This show really teaches you self-reliance, because when you're playing with the big boys, you have to be ready. And I feel that if you trust your instincts, you tend to be far more accurate than if you question yourself or try to perform.
Right.
Great stuff.
Excellent.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you on scene, on the screen, and thanks ever so much for joining us. Thanks for inviting us around to your lovely house.
Not a problem.
You won't get an exact idea of how lovely it is because all you can see is a bookcase and an oversized chair.
They lie.
Yeah, it is nice.
But it's lovely. And thanks once again, Jordan.
Oh, pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
Nice meeting you.